Hello, in this video we'll help you to make a travel plan of Vietnam. As you know, Vietnam, which is known as an S-shaped country, is famous for more than 10 travel destinations spreading from the north to the south. We divide them into three different groups, in which the first one is historical and traditional destinations. Its representatives are Hanoi, Huế, Hội An, and Trang. The second group is sea travel. It consists of Hạ Long, Nha Trang, and Mũi Né. The last one is mountainous travel, high plateau, and also ethnic minorities. Its representatives are Hà Giang, Sapa, and Đà Lạt. We have free posts and also detailed posts about those for visitors. In this video, we'll help you make a plan for traveling around Vietnam. First of all, is the north. This is the region that has the most beautiful scenery and contains traditional cultural values. Vietnamese are always proud of 4,000 years of history. However, only since the 11th century has our territory been enlarged to the south, as you can see it today. Vietnamese lived in this area in the past. Ninh Bình once had been the capital of Vietnam in feudalistic period before one of our kings moved to Hanoi and chose it as a new capital. Nowadays, Ninh Bình has been an attractive destination because of Trang and Tam Cốc. You have chance of tours on boats going into caves and seeing mountains and river. Your tour may finish in one day and you have to book tours from Hanoi. You will have to go by bus or by cars. Hanoi has many things to see, eat, and discover. Its dinners are the Old Square and Sword Lake. Hotels also because here. At least you should spend 3 days here visiting some museums, the Old Square, Sword Lake, West Lake, and pagodas also. In addition, street food here is also attractive. Traffic is quite crazy and you'll find architectural styles from ancient to modern which are influenced by French, Chinese, and Russian. You can hire motorbikes for traveling or go by taxis, pedicabs, or by city tours. We offer you city tours and our experts will give you advice during your trip in Vietnam. Hạ Long Bay, Cát Bà, and Bãi Cháy are sea travel areas in the North Vietnam. This bay is the only one in the world that has thousands of rocky mountains in the sea. You will have a trip on yacht or enjoying dawn and sunset in the bay with interesting activities. Cát Bà is the largest and also the most beautiful island of Vietnam, has lots of beautiful places for enjoying scenery, wonderful beaches and national park. Bãi Cháy is a famous destination, but we advise you to ignore it. Instead, you should take a tour on a yacht within 2 days and a night, and then spend 1 day in Cát Bà Island by motorbikes. Ethnic minorities lived with Viet people over 1,000 years ago. Today they don't maintain their traditional character much. Low mountain relief scenery is not really attractive. Two destinations that attract a small number of visitors are Mộc Châu and Ba Bể Lake. Ba Bể is the biggest freshwater lake and the national park of Vietnam that preserves valuable and rare animals and plants. Pastoral scenery and mountains around this area are very simple but especially attractive. You should combine Ba Bể Lake with a trip to Hà Giang. Mộc Châu is a high plateau that has special weather. In the winter, it's very cold and foggy, which makes it a large dairy farm. Moreover, it also produces tea and some specialities from mustard greens and beef. Mộc Châu is also the land of flowers, especially flowers of plum and mustard greens. In particular, young Vietnamese usually come here to take pictures in the winter. There is no tourism service and there are some ethnic groups, but they live in a different way from that of Viet people. You should go to Mộc Châu and Ba Bể Lake by motorbikes. Rent motorbikes yourself and discover the countryside around it. But remember that there are almost no tourism services or open buses here. Alpine relief and difficult access of landform and trough valley make roads have beautiful scenery. Some ethnic groups from China emigrated to here 3 or 4 centuries ago. They maintain almost traditional cultural values, and nowadays the place contains the most special destinations of Vietnam, which are Sapa and Hà Giang. Sapa is always crowded with Vietnamese and also foreign visitors as well. It's a mountain town which has lots of tourism services and villages and dwellings of ethnic groups. The weather is very cold and foggy, therefore you can hardly see anything in the winter. Instead, you should go in the summer, especially September is a time when level terraced fields turn their color into yellow. It usually makes tourism here overloaded. There are many tours from Hanoi to Sapa and open buses start in the mornings. In case you go by motorbikes, you should visit West Yên Bai, which includes Mù Cang Chải and Tu Lệ. It's about 300 kilometers from Hanoi to Sapa and takes you a day. However, there are lots of scenic views. Hà Giang is a new destination of Vietnam, and the most attractive part of it is Dong Văn Coast Plateau. It has impressive scenery and ethnic minorities. You should go from Hanoi to Hà Giang by open buses in the night, and then hire motorbikes to go to Dong Văn. The best time for this trip is from September to November. You should spend 3 days there, however 2 days not too bad. We have a detailed post of Hà Giang travel guide, and you really shouldn't ignore it when you have any intention of traveling around Vietnam. It's time to say goodbye and hope that this video will help you make a travel plan when you come to Vietnam. Bye!